You can keep doing what you're doing. Hey everybody, how's it going? John here with a good scroll saw portrait design and woodworks. What are you guys all doing today? It's Saturday night. If you guys aren't going over and playing bingo, you can hang out here with us. Not even sure what's going to happen tonight. Basically, just me and Herb are hanging out right now. So if you guys want to hang out and chat and ask questions, or whatever you want to do, let us know. Where's Herb at? Where's Herb? There he is. Hey Herb, how's it going?
Hi.
What are you up to?
Looking at pictures.
Looking at pictures.
Somebody sent me down a rabbit hole.
Are you sure it's a
Oh,
rabbit hole?
oh God. Oh no, 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 no.
Hey Larry, how's it going? What are you up to, buddy?
Oh, Larry.
I just been freaking working so many hours lately this week. I got nothing done at all. Hey Tammy, uh, working. That's all I got to work. I'm working late. Emergency calls, wind, freaking traveling all over the place. Was that Monday? Monday I was up. Yeah, Monday I was up in Fort Nelson. That was Monday. Yeah, it was on Monday. So that was like a freaking 6.5 hour drive. 6 hour drive up there, and then I was there for what, maybe an hour and a half, and then drove 4 hours back to Fort St. John the next day, and had a job to do there. We had, the other guys had to show up the next day, so we had to do a job there. Unbelievable. Working late, lots of driving, lots of traveling. Hey Kevin. Hey Bill. Bill Ellis, how's it going? Tammy, or Herb. Tammy's asking how you're feeling today. How you feeling? How you feeling today,
It,
Herb?
it, it's a good day.
You wake up every morning. You wake up every morning going, "It's a beautiful morning." You don't
Yeah,
you?
I said that. I
Ju-
said that the other day, and I got told to shut the.
You jump right out of bed. You do your jumping jacks, your squats, your.
No, I just jump up and do circles. I just sent you a picture because I wasn't going to share it here. But tell me your first thought of that picture. Does it look like it?
Uh, yep. I can't say a word. I can't say the word on here. Well, I could, but I'm not gonna say that word on here.
Let me switch screens where I can. I got see.
Tammy says, "Well,
Thanks,
you're
Tony.
looking good, Herb." Oh wait. Sorry. How would Tammy say that? You're looking good, Herb. John, I didn't say it like that. Oh, Larry says he got a good report card from his cardiologist. That's awesome, Larry. Way to go. See, good news everywhere. Oh, I had a home appraiser come by the house.
He had a what?
Home appraiser,
Oh,
household appraiser to appraise the house. No, I'm not selling it. Refinancing the house. But he came by. And so apparent. So Carrie was here, and she was walking around the house with him, and she was answering all his questions and everything else. And he comes out to the shop, and so he takes pictures of everything, right? And he's like, is there any work been done in the shop? And she says, yeah, when we moved in, it was basically just framed in. That was it. So we insulated it, polyed it, got the walls up, There's heat out there, heat, and there's 220 power out in the shop. And he comes in the door and he looks around. He goes, "Oh, it looks pretty crowded in here." And he's walking around the shop. He sees a 220 volt over here, all the tools and stuff, and like because I got my projects all scattered around the shop, right? He's looking around, going, "What is he?" And she says, "Well, he's a woodworker. Oh, and he does crochet and he does diamond painting, and it's all over the shop." And he's like, "Oh, well, he does some really good work." I'm like, "I can tell others. Don't tell me. Tell others." Right?
That's it. Tell others.
Oh, and talking about telling others. So, Mama G, on her show today, actually, so I got a membership membership gift to me from I can't remember who it was. Um, why doesn't it say who was gifted from them? Okay, so I was gifted a membership today on Mama G, Mama G and Wrestling Show today, and she asked if I can show up. I showed up over there, said thank you, and had me drop my link, and then she was saying that she was talking about Jessica's crochet hook holder. That's still in the works, right? And then she was talking about the frog, Jessica's frog, and everything else behind me stuff. And she says I do really good work, which she says she doesn't do because her husband's a woodworker. So she said that she's gonna look me up and message and try to order commission for something. It's like, can you commission me for a logo and a bowl too, right? So I even started working on. So thank you for the adulation, everybody. I appreciate it. But tell others. One to pass the word of mouth. It goes further than telling me because it goes to me, and I appreciate it. It just goes to my head. Right, Herb?
Yep.
Okay,
Come on, young lady. I know you can do it.
Larry says he said things look good right now, but if I get to passing constantly, I may have to get a pacemaker. But right now, things look really good. Well, stop passing. Is it passing because you're passing gas too much? Stop passing constantly. That's what I got from that. I know I'm reading that wrong, Larry. But, you can correct me. This is how I read shit. Yes, Larry, you get a buildup of gas inside, passing out. Yes. Well, because that's also going to cause. It's not only going to cause issues with your heart, but it's going to cause issues with your brain too.
Oh.
So stop passing out. That's all I gotta say.
I think it's butterscotch time.
So Larry, what have you been working on lately? What's the last thing I saw was from you was well, you're working on pen still. Was there something else you were working on too? Um, why is blasting? Why is the last message I have from you is back in 2024? No, I know you sent me stuff after that. Let's look under the other Larry. There we go.
Come on, open up.
Well, yeah, no, you were working on a mirrored something or other, wasn't it? Because the last thing I got from you here was April.
What was he working on the other day?
April 25th was the last thing I got from you here. It was it's a
A
deer.
box or something.
It's a deer going through a field with trees and a river. Greg, how's it going, buddy? What are you up to? Greg,
Hello,
what are you up
Greg.
to? Bill, what have you been up to? Tanya, what have you been up to? Tell us what you guys have been up to. Besides working too hard like me. What was I watching? I was watching a show the other day.
Hello, Bill.
Greg, I was watching a show the other day, and I'm like, this has to be filmed in Canada because I didn't film in Canada because that end credit, well, beginning credit was CBS. End credit said that it was uh, ACTRA, Ontario, and Quebec Film Board. So I know it was filmed in Quebec. So I looked it up. It was actually filmed in Montreal, but I think there was something else I looked up, and it was filmed in Winnipeg.
Spell it right.
Larry, just hold on a sec. I'm looking for this. But I'll look that up in a second, though.
Download it. What? No, I ain't paying $14 for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, there's so much. Google keeps up too much history. Let's look up one thing yesterday. Okay, there we go. No, even then, so everything I watch on YouTube, like all the shorts and stuff, that's all in history on Google. Okay, here we go. No, just give me a sec. I'll get to it.
One more skin that cat.
No, I can't find it now. But I did know. Oh, Greg, did you know that they're shutting down the snowbird? I think I discussed this last week too. They're shutting down the snowbirds. They're grounding the snowbirds after this season.
Wonder why?
So the snowbirds are Canadian aerial acrobatic team, right? I'm going to equivalent them to the Blue Angels because everybody knows who the Blue Angels are, and the Thunderbirds, right? Down the states. Okay, so snowbirds are a Canadian team. They've been flying these 1971 Cougar planes since 1971. They've not replaced them. So they've been flying in these 1971 Tudor airplanes since 1971, since they first started, and they've not replaced them. Like they've repaired them. They've had a few new ones because they had some in accidents and stuff. There was a couple years ago. There was a couple that crashed, and but like the Thunderbird or the Blue Angels, have had 10 different airplanes throughout their whole lifetime, whereas the Snowbirds have had the same plane the whole entire time. So they're grounding them until 2030 when the new fleet starts to come in. But I don't know how many new planes are coming in. They never mentioned how many were coming in or what they were going to be. So the Snowbirds are grounded for the next 4 years at least after the season, which is really screwy hooey.
Greg said, I heard that my son works at 17 planes. So they get new planes.
Yeah, like I looked it up and they're gonna get new planes, but it says by 2030, but they don't know what planes they're getting, and I couldn't get any information on Global or CBC or anything.
You kind of robot in there.
I can't really reload it. Here, hold on a second. Let me see if it's my audio. Audio. No, let me do my voice too. I can reload and come back in. Let me try that. Let's see if that makes a difference. Hang on 1 second.
I would start singing, but I'd run a bunch of people off. It's now or never. Please don't sing.
Yeah, see, so the Blue Angels, because you guys never know the Blue Angels. The Blue Angels have had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different airplanes that they've been flying. 1946 Hellcat, a Bearcat, Panther, Cougar, Tiger, a connection with these things, Phantom, Skyhawk, and now the F-18 Hornet, which they've been flying since '86, which is when they first came out. But I know the Snowbirds have basically been flying the same airplane, which is a Tudor, I believe. Yeah, a CT-114 Tudor. First entered service in the '60s. After a final demonstration season, 2026, the 14 fleet will be retired. The team will be grounded until the new aircraft are operational in the early 2030s. So
Hello, Tracy.
So the 2030s, like what when's that going to be? 2039? Because I'm sure because I know the Canadian military is still waiting on the rest of their 30 planes that they ordered, that they're only getting 10 every 5 years, or 10 every 10 years. Hey Tracy, how's it going? Oh, the long wolves will have a mirror on the back. All right. Larry sent some picture pages. What's up? I want picture pages. Okay, there you go. All right, Larry, what is that going to be though? But what is it? 1 second. Boop. Badoop, badoop, badoop. Okay, this is what Larry sent me. Some wolves. And an owl. And a bear. Is it a bear? No, it's a wolf. No, it's a wolf. Yeah, squirrel. There he is. Squirrel. Look at them big nuts. That's some big nuts for a little squirrel.
I ain't touching that one.
Did you ever do that pattern?
No, I think I did, but I don't think I ever.
I'm talking about the squirrel with the big nuts, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
I'll play.
I've done so many patterns, I've lost track. I put half of them on the website.
Oh, give me 1 second. I know you. The wolf head. You've since finished that one. Okay, and it's a wall hanging. Okay, cool. The two tall ones, right?
Yeah, the one you're talking about. Yeah, I finished it. That was a project for art.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I could do that. I could layer that and do that in 3-dimensional. Maybe we should give the snowbirds powered parachutes in the meantime. Oh. Well, it was last year was the last accident, wasn't it? No, it was 2020. I thought it was later than that. Officer Captain Jennifer Casey seriously injuring pilot Captain Richard McDougall at the same time. That was May 17, 2020, in Kamloops. Oh, I was also watching this video about abandoned places in Canada. Oh, that's what. Oh, that's another one. There's like some haunted place in Winnipeg that I was reading about as well. Um, but abandoned places. So okay, Canadians and Canadians, Tammy and Greg. Have you got you? Has any Americans might have heard about it? Have you guys ever heard of Hell Gate in British Columbia?
No.
Okay, so Hell's Gate in British Columbia is located, or was located apparently. It's called Boston Bar, British Columbia. There's an air tram there. It was like a scenic tourist hotspot, right? It's along the Trans Canada Highway. Um, it's an awesome place to freaking go. Um, Basically, here you go. So it's basically a tourist area with this gondola that you ride up to the top of the mountain with, right? And apparently they shut it down. They closed it in. It wasn't even that long ago, actually. It's in the Fraser Canyon. Uh, 19, in 1914, a large rock slide triggered by CN Rail fell into the river at Hell's Gate, obstructing the path. The Pacific examining them to respawn. Blah blah blah. They shut it down. I can't remember when it was. 2012 or something like that. I think it was.
Yeah, for a minute there, I thought you was talking about the Hell's Gate we got here. They had a diving competition off of it
Oh yeah, there's one in Vermont, isn't there?
2 years. No, there's one actually here in Texas.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's at Possum Kingdom Lake.
No, I know we're talking about the haunted hotel. Um,
Get out of there, you. Come on.
oh, so they shut it down in 2023. See, I knew it wasn't that long ago they shut it down. I just heard about it too. October 9th, 2023 was when they shut it down. Due to the failing maintenance. I know ever since it shut down, basically they just let everything rust, which is pretty crappy. The church got married and supposedly haunted. Oh,
Ooh, I'll be right back.
says Greg. Powered parachutes. That's funny because I know my son-in-law used to work at 15 wing in Cold Lake. He packed the parachutes and the safety equipment and everything else that went underneath the pilot seats and made sure they were all functional before they would took off for their training plates and everything else in the CF-18s. Oh, so air show. Air show is coming to Grand Prairie August 1st and 2nd, I think it is. You know, it's like I grew up on an Air Force base. My dad was in the Army, but I grew up on an Air Force base in Borden. Borden it still is Canada's largest training base for the military, and we had air shows every year, and like it was huge, but not as big as the ones in the States. Like I remember I was on shows before telling about back when the F1, the stealth bomber, first came out. Like when it first came out, they had one out in the middle of the field, and it was all cordoned off. And there was American military all the way around it. You couldn't even get out to see it. You weren't even allowed that close to it. Now they don't even care. And like I get so bored. And it sounds bad. I got bored of going on the airplanes and looking through the airplanes when they're on the tarmacs and going through the helicopter, running in all the tanks and all the army vehicles. I got bored of it as a kid growing up. And like I know a lot of civilians would be like, man, I'd die if I can do something like that. I'm like, you do it every day. You get bored of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like my dad, like my dad was the uh, Sitsimi, like electrical mechanical engineer. He was a mechanic, and he worked on every vehicle, like in the military. And we after school we'd go down to a shop to see him, and get free pop and beer nuts, right, pretzels and chips, right, because we're kids. So we go down, see them, see what they're working on. And they're always working on tanks and everything else. We'd be in the back of the tanks, trying all the gears on, the helmets on, looking through the periscopes, and they finish working on the engines or changing tires, whatever, and be like, okay, let's go for a drive. But yeah, right. So we shut the back hatches and everything else, and go for a drive in the backwoods in these tanks and stuff. And that's cool as a kid. But you do it too often. It's like another tank, big deal. But yeah, but civilian kids would be like, man, it's a freaking tank, right?
Come on.
Larry says one of the interesting ones in Natchez was the haunted collector, and they found an old knife in a brick in the fireplace, and that was King's Tavern.
Well, the
That'd be
boss
cool.
is on the way home.
That'd be cool to make
I don't
something like
want to
that.
call you.
You
My
could make
wife
that,
is up.
Larry. Oh, you're calling me, Herb.
I know it. I don't know why I did that. I was answering her, but I called you.
I'll decline it. You can try her again. I'm like, why's my phone ringing?
Um,
Oh, it's like the other day when I FaceTimed you. I was messaging Herb, and then all of a sudden he's up on my phone. I'm like, Herb, why are you calling me? Because you called me. I was like, no, I didn't. When
what?
I FaceTimed you last week, didn't
Yeah.
I? So what's everybody up? What's everybody up to? Like I said, I've been working, so I'm not doing much of nothing. I know I gotta get some wood. 'Cause I gotta work on this wedding project for July 11th. I believe that's when it is. So I know this one I have to get done. Yes, July 11th. So that one I have to get done, and the other one that started last year I think is August 3rd.
I didn't think you want to go there, do you? I don't want it there.
So where's that one at?
One of the documents.
Oh yeah, I gotta finish Heidi's. Uh, work on Heidi's owl with the Northern Lights on it. Finish up Amy's stuff. Amy's four or five projects she's got for her. I finish.
I tell
Bum
you
bum
what I
bum
want.
bum. Finish everybody's freebie stuff from last year. Um, I can buy my other wedding sign. That's around here somewhere.
Well, I ain't. Anyway.
Yeah, that other wedding sign I gotta finish up. I'm pretty sure it's in August. So, it's not a wedding sign; it's an anniversary sign. So I'll have that one done for sure. I don't even know where it is. I'm gonna have to recut it now. I got lost. I'll find it for sure. Oh, and then I was outside. I was walking to my shop. And the horses are out back because it's sunny out, and they're like, they're yes, Tammy. Like I mentioned yours too earlier already. Relax. And this horses are out in the backyard, and uh, Gaddy's hiding under a tree. Like she basically dug a hole under a bush. It took me like 20 minutes to find her, and sorry, Gabby. And Gherkin is freaking digging a hole underneath the garden shed. So then I gotta freaking block that in.
Greg said he had
Holy,
his 47th anniversary on the 12th. Well, happy anniversary there, Greg.
well, yeah, happy anniversary, Greg. The 47 happy years or 3 happy years and 45 years being married? We had three
Man,
wonderful, glorious years of marriage. All the rest, we've just been together. Yes, Tammy wants a bowl, a yarn bowl, and a plaque with your logo that I still haven't designed for you yet. Yeah, give me some ideas what you want for it though. According to Jessica, basically nobody said anything until I get her stuff out of here first. Considering her stuff's been boxed up for like 2 years now, but I keep adding to it. But then I keep going down, and then they brought the stupid tariff bullshit in, and then they wanted all this. I got to take pictures of everything. I got to detail everything. I got to get all these stupid codes, all these tariff codes that I got to locate, and like I got to look up through thousands of freaking numbers of what all this stuff is, and where it was made, and what's made before I get send it. Which is, I don't understand it. Can't complain too much. She might hear. That's funny, Greg.
Dylan, now I can't find the picture. "47 years."
Yep.
Man,
I remember back when I was 47 years old.
I remember just like it was yesterday.
Well, for me, it wasn't that long ago. Wait, how? Man, I'm 54 now. Man, that was long. Oh, man. Just made me feel old, Greg.
I feel like I just got a life sentence when I hit 25-year mark.
The hell did I think about the other day? Oh, we're talking about school reunions. I'm like, I don't. I've never been to school. I've never been to one of my school reunions. I really don't care to go. But uh,
I went to
'cause I've
one with a bunch of old people there.
yeah, exactly. See, I graduated 36 years ago. I graduated 36 years ago.
Holy moly.
Yeah, but I got new guys at the shop that are 24 years old or 20 years old. Like I've been out of school longer than they've been alive, and I'm teaching them how to freaking do jobs, like how to work. Right? I feel I shouldn't have to do for that. They should already know. They should know how to do it already by their age because I knew it by when I was 20 years old. So you're working on
Okay, I
how?
need
Go ahead.
to do what?
Go ahead.
No, I just need to get out of that. I'll look at them later while I'm in the recliner. Greg said they met 55 years ago.
You met her when you were 10 years old, Greg? Wow, that's pretty awesome. How old is Greg? Greg, how old are you? You can't be.
I say 72.
Is he 72? I didn't think he was over 70. I thought he was still in the 60s. I don't know.
Oh no, I was just guessing.
Yeah, I think he was like maybe 68, 69, maybe. Like late 60s. Well, you can't say old because we're all freaking old. You're 70, see?
70.
So you met her when you were 15. Wow. See? But you were still in high. That's your high school sweetheart.
Oh,
Is that what you're telling us? Oh wait, you're 70, so she would have been your one room school sweetheart.
somebody forgot to take their meds today.
Back in the day,
Hello, Elaine.
we only had one room schoolhouses. We had grades kindergarten to grade 12. There was 5 of us in the whole class, in the whole school. Hey Elaine, how's it going? Oh, you met in high school. There was an actual high school back then. Okay. Well, yeah. See, I suppose because my parents. Oh, I don't even know how old my parents would be right now. I can't remember how old my parents were when they passed away. I can't remember how old I was when they passed away.
Don't get me to line. Elaine says she's only 2 years behind you, Greg.
Wait, behind Greg or behind me?
Oh no, she just says 2 years behind you.
Hot damn, Lane's here. Hey, Elaine, how's it going? So yeah, so well, because I know well, technically, it's weird. 'Cause technically, my parents met in high school, but I think at the time there was only maybe 30 people in the high school because they come from a small town. But they also only lived because when I used to visit my grandmother on the farm, my other grandmother lived in town and was like 3 kilometers away, and I used to walk that because I was at my one grandparent's house. I used to walk into town to see my other grandmother. So I know they were from a small town. Like the population was only, well, geez, the population in town I think was only 300 until mid 90s. Then it went to 600. I think population now still isn't very high.
Elaine says her mom was 79 and her dad was 83 when they passed.
Yeah, see, there's only 2,500 people in the town now. See, it's still not that much. But I know, like, okay, so population in general population in 19. Okay, my brother was born in 69. So let's go. I think they got married in 65. Okay, so when my parents got married from the town they were born in, there was only 1,400 people. So you're telling me that in 60, 40, 40, 50, 60, in 60 years, the population has doubled. And it's probably just from everybody that lived there, by the way. I'm just saying. Because nobody ever moved away from that freaking town. Had to go outside school to smoke when that's where we met. You had to go outside of school to smoke. Really? See, because
But
when I
back
was
in our
growing
day,
up,
we had a designated smoking section.
well, see, we had a designated smoking section in our school, like right out the back at school. But when I was a janitor, I was allowed to smoke in the school during my job. Because after school, when my job started, I was allowed to smoke in the school because the teacher were allowed to smoke in the school. The teacher were allowed to smoke in the classrooms, and then I was allowed to smoke in the school during my job, but I wasn't allowed to smoke in the school during school time.
Craig said, so smoking caused me to get rid.
Oh wow. Elaine says her parents were married in '57. Only 2,500 people in her town.
Yes, ma'am, can I help you?
Yeah, no, I tell people that when I went to see my one grandmother, I used to walk into town to see my other grandmother, and the thing is, I would walk by the orchard and the cornfield, which is owned by the families, and I would walk by the gas. I was stopping at the gas station, and the lady that owned the gas station, the Petro Canada, I went to school with my parents, and they're like, "Oh, you're Bobby's little boy." Yeah, I'm Bobby's little boy, and I would always get free cream soda and some gum or whatever. It was basically halfway into town, and I walked by the post office, and the postmaster went to school with my parents as well. And then the Buster Brown shoe store is owned by my grandmother's neighbor that they went to school with. The Sears catalog store was owned by somebody else that my parents went to school with. Like everybody knew who it was, even though I was only there like every once a year maybe, right? And then I would go to, and then I'd be at my grandmother's house. Like I think it took me maybe 45 minutes to walk 2 miles.
You eat too many cookies, young lady.
Oh, sorry, 1.8 miles. Yeah, so took me an hour to walk almost 2 miles. As a kid, as a 12-year-old kid. So I wasn't allowed to take my bike. I don't know.
Okay, I said hi, David.
The world seemed a lot bigger back when we were young kids, though. You can all agree with that. $2,500 in 1957, now 28,000. Mom always said if she didn't know what she was doing, someone would tell her. Yeah, exactly. But no, I thought it was kind of weird growing up, though. That I would go down and visit my grandparents like once a year. It was for like a week or so. But in that 1 week, like everybody knew who I was.
Is that a little troublemaker?
Yeah, exactly. Look at me now. Oh, traveled. All grown up.
I didn't growing up was going to be this way. I didn't want to grow up.
I really need to get back to Ontario and see my. I need to get back to Ontario and see my aunt and uncle, or my aunts rather, and my cousins, and then go to Nova Scotia and see my aunt and uncle and my cousins out there. Because I left Nova Scotia in '99. I haven't been back. I haven't seen my cousins since '99, but I've seen my aunt and uncle back at my grandmother's 106th birthday, and that was 2016, so that was 10 years ago. Yes, I haven't seen my aunt and uncle for 10 years now.
I got it.
Okay, so I haven't seen my aunt and uncle for 10 years. I know my dad passed before then. So my dad's been passed for at least 11 or 12 years now.
Yeah,
And my mom, I know my mom passed away, I think 2 years before that. Wow, it's been a while. Greg, you coming on? You being shy tonight? What's going on with that? Yeah. Where's everybody at tonight? What's everybody doing? Everybody's over at bingo, probably.
yeah, there's a bunch of them over. Chris, Kaleidoscope, Annie, Herb.
Yeah, there's 18 people over with Connie right now. How can you see who's live? Oh, TDRs. There's 23 people over at TDRs too. I know when I was on earlier at Mama G's, there was a lot of people on there at Mama G's show. So if their name is lit up on the side on the YouTube there, you know that they're online, right? So it says Billy Burt's online. I've seen Billy's videos lately, but I haven't seen him on anywhere.
Yeah, he's mostly been doing shorts.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of short. Like he posted like a short every day now, pretty much. Well, it's not like you've never been in your living room. You've been on here before, Greg.
Greg says he's not in the shop.
What's the weather like? I know freaking weather here was just unbelievable the other day. It was like freaking 24.
We got up to 90 today. Supposed to be 93 tomorrow and 96 Monday.
Wow. Well, see, it's at 63 here right now.
Quit looking at them pictures. Thanks, John.
Oh, he's been on Worldwide Wood Turners. Oh, cool. Well, thank you, Larry. Hot out. I'm wearing shorts. Yeah, I still got my long johns on. You'll never see me in shorts. If you do, I'll still be wearing long johns.
Be snow blinded.
Yeah. Yeah. If you think this piece of paper is white, well, you see my legs. Holy, look how hot it is at freaking Larry's. What is 81?
I don't know how long it is now.
Well, here. You want to see how much sun? You want to see how much sun I've been getting, right? Here you go. See how much sun I've been getting lately, Herb?
Do what?
See how much sun I've been getting lately?
Damn.
This is what my leg. This is the color of my legs too. This is the color of my legs. This is the sun.
Jesus.
Okay.
Honey, I love you, but you got to move. I know you just want to protect me.
I know it was windy the other day. I got sunburned the other day, or windburn the other day.
You're still 85 degrees.
Yeah, you're a little warm. You're a little warmer than Larry is right now.
Larry's a little further south.
Yeah, I don't know, like that. That would be like a major high for us up here. Like I don't. How do you freaking live in that though? Like
Very
how do you
quickly.
live? Like how do you live in temperatures freaking hot all the time? Like, okay, is it hotter in Arizona, Texas, or Florida?
Arizona.
But I know in Arizona it also gets down to freaking 32 at freaking nighttime, or less
Hmm.
in the summertime.
But in Florida, you can take a shower on Monday and still be wet on Friday.
Well, it's because of the freaking humidity though,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter which way the wind's blowing. It's freaking you get wet from both sides, right? Look, Elaine's 86. Holy crap! Elaine's the hottest so far.
It's 126 degrees
What is? Where?
on the flight line at the base.
Holy crap! How? Like why? I don't know. It's nice here. Like it's nice weather here. It's a little windy. It's a little windy for my liking. Like honestly, it's a little windy, but it's nice weather. It really is. Like it's not hot. You're not sweating all day long. You can also do some work outside.
No,
Mm.
I stayed inside.
So one of our kids, their kids, well, one of the guys at work. So he's from the Ukraine, right? His dad, his mom and dad moved, they came here from the Ukraine when the war started. So him and his brother are in Canada, and they speak it. The older brothers, well, the younger brother Paul was working. The younger brother was working for us last year, and the older brother was working for us this year. And he was out. He was working on the back in the back shop in the backyard, cleaning up all the scrap and garbage and stuff, right? And he had his shirt off the other on Thursday, I think it was. He had his shirt off, working out in the back. And Dave goes out there. The boss was out there and just he told him about heat exhaustion, heat stroke, right? And
Hmm.
he's a young kid, and he's just all like, "Well, why?" I said, "Because number one, uh, there's nothing to block the sun from hitting you when it's hot out like that, and two, when you sweat in your shirt, your sweat cools you off. It keeps your heat regulated in your body." He goes, "But I drink water." I said, "Yes, but the thing is, being out in the sun makes you sweat. You sweat it all out. You have to keep you cool. You don't know how dehydrated you're gonna get. It's also a labor law. You have to wear. You can't work without a shirt on for safety reasons as well, right?" But he's young. He doesn't understand laws and how to keep your body heat regulated.
Well,
And then I showed him my long johns.
you'll learn quick.
And then I showed him my long johns, and he doesn't couldn't figure out why I wasn't sweating when I was doing more work than him.
Just the way your body is. She tells you she ought to be coming in the door any minute.
Well, I lost a viewer. I was trying to figure out why. Hey, Greg, how's it going?
Going good.
Hello, Greg.
Herbie.
I'm like, oh, look, I'm down to 2 viewers now. Oh man. Oh, it's Greg. Okay, it's okay. I'll let it go. What have you been up to, Greg?
Oh, I have been working out in the garage there and working on the old the kitty car and that
Yep.
and got my motorcycle out, went for a few rides.
Hello, Connie B.
Hey, Connie B. Yeah. So, what was I watching? I can't remember what I was watching the other day. Oh, it's driving me nuts now. And it was filmed in Winnipeg because most of it was filmed in wh- what's the big national park right beside you guys with all the lakes in it there.
Well, there's the national one is what the hell they call Riding Mountain.
No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't a
Um,
provincial park then.
there's the big one is the White Shell Provincial Park.
Be right back.
A whole bunch of lakes.
I think that.
The White Shell is where we go riding because it's scenic,
Yeah.
lake after lake, crooked roads. Like not like Saskatchewan where all the roads are straight.
Because I know they built it. They built something for it too. Portage Place. No, it wasn't Portage Place. The Long Walk. I'm trying. The assassination of Jesse James. No, nobody. No. Bum 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 bum.
My
Time
son
cut.
was in the film Nobody. Nobody 2.
The long walk. It was a new movie. Was it a TV show? I think it was a TV show I was watching. I can't remember. Man, it's driving me
There's been a
nuts
lot
now.
of a lot of television stuff being filmed in Manitoba, and because son, my daughter-in-law, she's working for a couple of outfits doing props. I don't know what you call it, prop
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
actor,
yeah, yeah.
whatever,
Props.
right?
Yeah.
Set design, that kind of stuff. And she's she's got my son, her husband, into a few things as extras, and he played in the Nobody 2 with Sharon Stone and that other guy. But he was a SWAT team member, so he
Oh,
he's all
yes, it
dressed
was.
up,
So
and
go on.
he's got a balaclava on, so you can't see him who he is. You just have to ask him, well, which one were you? Oh, I'm the third from the left or something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. Yes, it was nobody. So nobody and nobody two
Yep.
that were filmed there, and because I want to watch it because I keep seeing clips for it all the time, and I looked it up and I want to watch it now and I can't because I got rid of Crave.
Hmm. Hello, Elaine.
You got to buy it on Prime. You got to buy it on Apple. You got to buy it on Google TV. You got to buy it on YouTube.
Mhm.
Like you got to
I
pay for it to watch it on YouTube.
I buy nothing.
I know it. Neither do I. But like I used to have all the subscriptions to everything now, right? But I got rid
Hmm.
of them all because I wasn't watching them all. But yeah, nobody.
And my son also was in a movie um, filmed in Winnipeg called Alter, and
Alter.
it's not out yet. It's some kind of monster zombie thing, and he January Jones, she played in the what's those that 50s type of television series, Mad Men. She was the wife of the main guy in Mad Men. Anyway,
Oh,
he
no.
was on sitting around a pool as part of the movie, and he was 2 lounges down from January Jones.
Oh, cool.
So he might be able to get. I might be able to get to see him in there. No, not talking or no
Yeah.
speaking role or nothing.
Yeah. So nobody two was filmed mainly in Winnipeg Beach, Lilac Resort, Hotel Fort Garry, and the Wisconsin Dells. That's down the states.
Hotel Port Gary is the old CN hotel,
Oh yeah.
and that's the one that's got the haunted room.
Yeah.
We stayed in the hotel one night. of our anniversary, we didn't stay in the haunted room. I don't know which one is the haunted one, whatever. And the church we got married at is the oldest stone church in Western Canada, and
I'll be right back.
it's
Okay.
supposed to be haunted. But the deal was like, you hear this stuff. Yeah, you run around the church 3 times, and you jump over the fence, and you disappear. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you're in a
it.
ditch.
Apparently room 202 at the Fort Cherry
Okay,
Hotel.
as
So
as opposed to room 222, a
yeah, so there's
television show.
well, it's funny because the address is 222 Broadway, right?
Yeah,
So some weird phenomena, usually a cloaked apparition hovering at the front of the bed, a sensation of an invisible presence climbing into bed beside sleeping guests, ooh, blood dripping down the walls, unexplained knocking, disembodied sobbing, and lights or TVs turning on by themselves. Well, that's because of the freaking knob and tooth wiring they still got in there.
yeah. It's a neat old hotel, but it's been all like repainted and fixed up, and so it's
Yeah.
nice inside. Yeah, we were there for a wedding anniversary. We went out and we rented a room, and then we went around
Mhm.
to a couple of different places. We went to a steakhouse and had steak, and then we went to a bar that plays where there a lot of blues musicians play. So we wanted to listen to the band or the people, whoever it was. And then we go back to the hotel. It was fine. But then the next day was Mother's Day, and it said, "Oh yeah, breakfast is included with the room." Oh, that's good. So I go down, I get in the elevator, and I smell bacon. Oh, this is going to be good. So go down the elevator, open up at the lobby floor or entrance, right? And the whole place is a smorg set out. Like it's like you um, for this Mother's Day brunch. They had everything. They had salmon. They had this. They had that. They had like everything. Like just ridiculous. They had roast beef. They had didn't have steaks, but
A big brunch buffet, though, right?
yeah, like other like shellfish and on and on and on. Sausages and bacon and eggs and all that. So we sit down. Oh yeah, here you go. Or, you just go over there and you get a plate and you fill up. Well, we filled up the plate, sit down, we eat it, and then they come with a wait. They're always giving us the orange juice and the coffee and they keep coming around all this kind of stuff. Then finally, all right, we're all done. Yeah, okay. And they give us a bill. I think the brunch for the two of us, and this was back, oh man, it's got to be 20 years ago, 20 or more,
Okay.
was $115 or $118 or something like that per person.
What?
Yeah, because it was this big put on. But so it made you choke on what you'd eat. You're like, well, I thought this was all included, right? Well, sure enough, we go to the front desk to check out. Oh yeah, that's included. Okay.
Okay.
But the place was packed, and
Yeah.
people would come in there, a family of like 6 or 8 people, and
Yep.
with 2 or 3 or 4 little kids and that, and they're all paying $100 and whatever dollars per seat
Yep.
or per
Well,
plate.
so up here, the boss usually takes the family out for Mother's Day. Mother's Day
Hmm.
brunch, right? So it'd be him and his wife, um, his daughter, and whoever she's dating at the time, her other daughter, her husband, and their couple kids, his sister and her son. Me and Carrie went a couple times, and like there's probably 15 people. Oh, Mark and his wife at the time, Darla, and there's like 15 people at least, right? And Dave pays it, but I know here it's around 35 to 45 per person for
Hmm.
Alaskan king crab and eggs Benedict and bacon, egg, omelet station, all that, like everything, and the prime rib, right?
Hmm.
And the big dessert bar and everything. So yeah, up here it's like 35 to 45 bucks per person.
Well, that's probably pretty reasonable
But that's
nowadays.
reasonable.
Yeah, and
But
but this was like I say, 25, 20, maybe not 25, 20 years ago anyway. But
well,
yeah,
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 well, I'm saying 20 years ago at 100 bucks per person, that's pretty freaking expensive.
yep. Although that hotel is considered one of Winnipeg's, hoity-toity ones. Like there isn't any other one that
Yeah.
you know costs more. But the room wasn't that bad. It wasn't. It's just a normal room, and it was
It's
just
just
over
a,
$100 a night back then, which wasn't bad.
it's just a bed and a shower and TV.
The which?
It's just a bed, a shower, and a TV, and a toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
The toilet's down the hall. The shared toilet. Like the freaking classy Airbnbs you gotta go to sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you?
so I was gonna mention this to you the other day too. So when I was in town, I was watching Suits on TV, right? Because I hate watching TV. I hate watching TV because of commercials. But Suits
Hmm.
was on, and I used to um, binge watch Suits on Netflix, right? TV
Hmm.
show Suits, and it was actually a really good show. Um, and I seen Meghan Markle come up on the cast. I'm like, Meghan Markle. This is not the same Meghan Markle because something clicked in my head. I'm like, Meghan Markle. I knew who Meghan Markle is, so I Googled her, and I did not know that Meghan Markle on Suits is the same Meghan Markle, not just Meghan Markle. I didn't know it was the same Meghan Markle.
Hmm.
I didn't know it was the same one. I never made the connection to that. I thought it was just some American chick he picked up down in the States
Yeah.
that he
Well, I knew
married.
she was an actress, but I'd never seen anything she did done.
Yeah, she's from the TV Suits, right? I think it was what, like six
Yeah.
seasons of that. But I didn't make the connection that it was the same one, same Meghan
Hmm.
Markle. I figured it was somebody else, which totally blew my mind. I'm like, no way. Yeah, I cut you off from saying something else though.
Okay, I forgot now. Because I'm
Y'all,
I'm
y'all,
70.
y'all say that Meghan Markle is an American actress, right?
Yeah.
What else has she been on? IMDb. Bum, 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 bum. 349 shows. Holy cow. Suits. That's the first one that came up. Antisocial. Suits. Random Encounters. Castle. Oh, she had one episode of Castle. Yeah, a lot of movies. Oh, one episode of CSI Miami. One episode here. One episode there. Yeah, she's a lot of one episodes. Knight Rider. They remade Knight Rider? When? 2009. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know they remade Knight Rider.
Well, they didn't even have Firebirds in 2009, did they?
No, what kind of car was Kit in Knight Rider 2009? It was a 2008 Ford Shelby.
Oh, okay.
Okay, at least they picked a decent car for him, but still.
Hmm. That original Knight Rider killed me. Um, yeah, Trans Am, Firebird Trans Am. But but they'd hit the boost button and it would jump. What? That doesn't work. And Smokey and the Bandits car was a Trans Am as well, Firebird Trans Am. Uh-oh. Looks like John fell off the planet here. Herb's hiding. Good thing there's not too many people out there watching. They'd be awfully disappointed in just me. Yeah, right, Cotty. You're stuck with me. Put another nickel in the machine there, John. Get back on the air. No, there's nothing I can do here for them. I don't think I ever saw that TV show, Lawrence. But no doubt they probably did make money with it. Oh, John's internet went out and he's recovering. Is there 12 steps to the recovery, John? It's probably on about step 6 right now. Unplug it, plug it back in. Oh, Connie's leaving for the lake for 4 months, so will not have any internet. Well, you get Starlink, but you probably don't want internet at the lake. Sitting there gazing at the Milky Way and shooting stars and in the evenings, maybe catching fish and swimming. Used to like going to the lake. Yeah, I kicked John off.
Well, that wasn't very nice of you.
Hey, Herb, you're back.
Yeah, I had to go do some stuff in the kitchen. You know what they say, happy wife, happy life. Hello, Chris K. Tom said the internet went out and in recovery.
Mm-hmm.
some cheese ball time. Larry says he got to go about 60 yards, maybe, or less to go fishing. For me, it's right on the other side of the apartments. It's going to be comical out there trying to watch me fish one-handed, Greg.
Mm-hmm. Need a Popeil pocket fisherman. Yeah, I got to go about, what would it be? 2 blocks. I can go fishing. The catfish capital of the world, supposedly, is the river that runs behind me.
I'll make a deal with you. I'll catch them, you hook them, you string them.
Okay.
I told my wife that, and she said, no, I ain't doing it. You caught them, you take them off.
Okay, Herb asked me if I've got worms.
Do you have worms?
Yeah, but I'm going fishing anyway.
Okay. I usually go out there at night or early in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and feed the fish.
Yeah. I go out there and drown worms or wash the salt off the minnows. The salted minnows.
Thanks, Connie. Now I'll be going down there in the morning and taking them some dry food and throwing it in the pond.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got channel cats up here, amongst other fish, but people have even caught sturgeon up here behind
It's a
me.
good fight.
Oh, it's a huge one. I forget how many pounds and how long it was. Like 11 feet long.
Holy moly.
This is a long time ago, back in the, I think, early 1900s. And the channel cats, they'll get up over, I don't have to go over 40, but that's high 30s for sure.
Hello, Jim.
Jim. Oh,
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Had to get on your phone, didn't you?
Yep. Well, I can't even get back on. We can't even reload StreamYard. On my computer. Hey JJ, yeah. Well, it was the Greg show for a second.
yeah.
Hey Connie.
Yeah, the sturgeons are catch and release only.
That's what it is here.
We'll see. I don't know if I want to eat a fish that was freaking 100 years old though. That'd be kind of tough. Wouldn't it?
Nope.
I guess.
Well, the average sturgeon is anywhere from 100 to 120 years old. Like the biggest,
Yep.
like I'm talking like the 30-footers.
Mhm.
Okay, my computer's finally coming back up. Well, because so my internet is down, the Wi-Fi is down. Like I'm plugged in, the Wi-Fi is down, the internet's down. So I got the hotspot on my phone right now on my computer. It's trying to load back up.
Oh. Yeah, I figured start graphing when she came home. You didn't empty the dishwasher yet? No, I didn't empty the dishwasher.
And muddy too, Larry. Muddy dish soap.
See, I don't think I've ever had catfish.
Mm.
I've had it once. It wasn't bad, but it wouldn't be something I was, really wanting.
I don't even know how much. I don't even know if there's any catfish up here.
Yeah, there's a place here, a restaurant here. They got the best catfish you can eat.
They built a new hotel in town and get a lot of American tourists up, and they fish in the river here, and then they fish out on the lake Winnipeg in the wintertime, ice fishing. And so the hotel, like people would stay at this hotel. Well, they had to build a filleting shack for them because they were filleting fish in the damn rooms, and then so they leave and
Are you serious?
yes, and like
What is
who
wrong
would
with
do
them
that?
people?
Oh,
Aren't you idiots?
they go in to clean up, and oh god, it was just a mess. So they built a heated, plumbed filleting shack just outside behind the building, for them, and said, "There you go,
Hello,
free. Do it there."
hello, Jess.
Wow. Hey Jess, how's it going? Well, I know every provincial park here, as soon as you come off the water where the dock, where the dock is, because the dock is usually right by the fishing area anyway. There's a wet fillet station up there,
Hmm.
which is lockable because of bears and cougars and stuff, right?
Yep.
Unbelievable. And
Yeah, people.
it's the birds surround it just because there's always something on the table, regardless.
Yeah, them people cleaning the fish in the room, you wonder what their house looks like.
But it is a big tourist industry here, like fishing.
Oh yeah. I was reading one time that Canada has more lakes combined in all of our landmass than the rest of the world. We have more lakes in Canada than the rest of the world does.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a bit of a pissing match there between Minnesota and Manitoba there years ago. They put on their license plate 10,000 lakes. So what does Manitoba do? puts on theirs 100,000 lakes, and Manitoba really has more, but you know what I mean, like, but you know they're counting every little puddle, and you can't access them because they're so far up north in the
Yeah.
in the whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of lakes in Manitoba.
Oh, I was looking something up the other day about where Via Rail runs. Oh, okay. What came to my head was, why do you never see any French graffiti on the CN rail trains?
I don't know.
Like you never see any French graffiti, but you see English like all over them, right? And I was wondering, well, how much does a private rail car cost? So did you know that you can buy a private rail car for $129,000?
Ooh, that's not very much.
I'll go give you one tomorrow.
I know, right? So, but the thing is, you can only run it on Via Rail track.
And probably cost you so many cents a
No,
kilometer. No?
all you got to do is hook it up to the well, you have to talk to Via and have it hooked up at the nearest rail station. So, like the nearest rail station for Via here is Edmonton, so it has to stay in Edmonton regardless. But you can travel from Vancouver to Halifax and up to Churchill
Yeah.
on the Via Rail in your private car for 129 grand.
Wow. Like that's nothing. That's a 4x4 truck.
I know,
Nowadays.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's cheaper than a motorhome.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I don't know why I was looking into the price of a private rail car, but a private rail car is cheaper than a motorhome.
Yeah.
But you're limited to where to travel.
Yeah.
But I don't see why you can't get off and either have them unhook it at some siding, like in Winnipeg. Like if I go from Edmonton to Winnipeg, have them
Mhm.
take it on the siding there. I just need somebody to take me up to and from, or I can go to the nearest rental station, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Via rail stations have like car rentals beside them, like the airports do.
Well, I'm sure because the big terminal, train terminal, is what do they call it now? It's just CN station, I guess, and it is just across the street from that hotel we were talking about, the Fort Garry,
Fort Garry, yeah.
and that's where the CN is, and it's got a big Via sign on it. And I used to do some work in there once in a while, but yeah. So you're right downtown Winnipeg.
I think that'd be kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
I might have to look into that.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that hard to transfer it down to Burlington Suffolk line into Washington.
Well, CN is all over the U.S. now. Like they're whatever call it a conglomerate. So yeah, and CN is CN, is it not? Yeah, it's CN.
Yeah.
I think it's CNCP is.
Well, no, CN runs all the way across, like all national. CP is only Alberta, BC.
Okay.
That's why it's Canadian Pacific.
Well, no, but there's CP in Winnipeg.
Is there really?
Oh yeah, they lost a train one time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was in Winnipeg, right? And somebody didn't set the brakes, and they caught it somewhere just close to the Saskatchewan border.
A runaway train on a runaway
train.
track.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever watched some of those runaway train videos, or watched
No.
like some of the remake movies of runaway trains down in the States? Wow, they're really bad.
Wow, that Lac Megantic there, that was a bad one.
Yeah.
That was a runaway train.
Like I know we've had actually there was a derailing not that long ago. I think in the summertime there was another CN derailing. Some oil field oil tankers spilled off into some waterway again. Can never be grain though, right? Never grain or corn. Always oil.
Mm-hmm.
No frac sand. Can I get instant beach somewhere?
I saw a derailment years ago when I was in, I don't think I was 15 then, and it was a grain car or grain cars that fell over, but it was out in the farmlands of Manitoba.
I seen one down by Wainwright. Some transport truck was stopped in the middle of the track. Wasn't paying attention. Train come running through there, took out the engine and five cars behind it, and they were full of grain. And took out the truck too, transport truck. Like you see, you watch all these train videos on YouTube all the time, where it's like transport trucks, like all the signs, do not go across the tracks because it gets high centered, right? Because usually tracks are higher than the road.
Yeah,
a lot of transport trucks get high centered, and when the train comes along,
especially the like low bed carrying equipment like excavators and dozers and that with the way too low.
No, I can't get my computer to run back up. I'm gonna go restart my computer. Yes, crap. Larry, can we start calling you a we? Chris K, what's that about?
Oh, Larry said, I thought Moma don't throw mother from the train.
Oh.
Translated.
Yeah, are you gonna have that go-kart up and running this summer or what?
I sure hope so.
What about that Honda 50? Did you ever get it done?
No. I got so many projects. I go out there and I look at them and I look at them. I go, I could probably do that, but turn around and I got to do this first. And whatever that is never gets these projects done. No, I pulled the old motor out, and got to pretty much redo everything to put the new style motor in with the constant variable CVT transmission and reverser box in. But it's nothing more than brackets and mountings and that kind of stuff. But it will start from scratch.
Yeah.
But nothing I haven't really done before. But I got to do that before the kids get too damn old to drive it.
Yeah, that wooden rocking horse I started building for my first grandson, and now he's 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What were those two old boys' names in the Guinness Book of Records? Both of them were 700 pounds apiece, riding Honda 50s.
Oh, I remember that picture too. They were big boys. They're from the south, aren't they? Well, yeah. Well, they were in coveralls, right?
Yep.
Those Hondas are tough.
Mm-hmm. I know how tough a Goldwing was. I took it swimming.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, we was having a lake party. Daddy just bought me this bike.
Oh yeah, you told me
I
this
think
before.
there's less than 1,000 miles on it. And this girl I was jacking with was sitting on the end of the dock. I'd ride out there, stop, I'd push myself back, I'd take off, stop. Third time I didn't stop, I went. It took 8 of us to get that bike out of that water.
Yep.
I remember
Oh,
after
it killed me.
my dad took me for a drive on his Goldwing after I had ACL surgery on my knee, and we come to the stop sign. And my dad's short. My dad's short. My dad's so short he can't put his legs down on the Goldwing when he's at a stop sign. He has to lean to the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he leans to the side, and I don't shift my weight over. I shift the other way so I could counteract the weight on it because I know it's gonna go down. And he leans the bike over so far that I went like this, and it freaking dumped the bike on the ground.
Mm.
He's like, well, you least you can do is help me. I said, I had ACL surgery yesterday. I can't help you freaking lift nothing on this bike.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you driving a bike so freaking heavy you can't freaking lift it up? And then he got those training wheels on the back of it for the Goldwing.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, the turning assistant guiding wheels.
The ones that drop down
Yeah,
automatically.
yeah. I call them training wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he got those installed after that happened. And all his buddies in the veteran bikers club laughed at him. Like, Bobby, what's with the training wheel?
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, yeah, you want to save that.
Yeah.
That $3,000 paint job, number one.
Mm-hmm.
I save all that chrome that you end up paying $3,000 for on your bike.
That's one thing I don't bother putting on my. I've seen so many of those Goldwings. It just all the sticky chrome. Just what does it do? It doesn't do anything. It's not. It has to have a purpose.
Well, my dad didn't buy all the sticky chrome. My dad bought all the actual bolt-on stuff, the actual bolt-on chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there was more chrome on there than was paint.
Mm-hmm. The only chrome I've got on my Goldwing that I left it because the what do you call it? The backrest. It's got a chrome hoop, and I guess the front highway footboards, they're chrome. Well, they're probably aluminum. But I took off the trunk rack, chrome.
Oh yeah, see that just reminded me. See this Goldwing freaking emblem right here?
Yep.
That's a stick-on one. That's $10. That's a $10 stick-on one. And I got these other two here. 2, 3. I got 3 more here that are all chromed up too. Fancy sticker on it says "Made in Taiwan."
Mm-hmm.
It's not even like okay, and they're stick-ons too.
Yep.
Do you want to buy some Goldwing Eccles?
I've got them all. I took them off when I painted my first Goldwing, and just de-chromed it, de-badged it completely.
Hey, you remember you remember back in the 60s and 70s when you could tell what kind of vehicle a vehicle was by the taillights and the headlights, right? And the
Yeah.
body style.
Mhm.
So we got these electric vehicles now, and with no markings on them. Okay, the Tesla you can tell is a Tesla because it's got the Tesla logo on the front.
Mhm.
But there's these new electric cars running around, and I got no idea what the hell they are. There's no emblems or logos on them at all. And you know it's an electric car because there's no front grille on it.
Mhm.
But it looks all like it looked like a Chevy. It looked like a Chevy something or other, and then one looked like one looked like a Durango with no front grille. So you know it's an electric vehicle of some kind. But I hate that there's no markings on them.
Well, in the 90s, the cars come out, and the term was jelly bean cars because they all had that shape of a jelly bean, and just a different color. But a Ford, a Chevy, a Dodge, a Toyota, a whatever, they all look the same.
I was watching this video the other day. It was the five most idiotic vehicle designs for vehicles.
Mhm.
The first one was Aztec.
Oh.
Then then an HSS.
Mhm.
The Cruiser, PT Cruiser.
The PT Cruiser
PT Cruiser.
was designed by a guy working for Chrysler, and Chevy says, "Ooh, that's a good idea," and they headhunted him and got him to come over to GM and make the HSS.
That's why they look similar.
Yep.
The Prowler the Prowler was number one actually.
Mhm.
What was the other one? There was another one in there too. I can't remember what the other one was. Oh, the Gremlin. And the Gremlin.
Yeah.
They said they're saying that the Gremlin looks like a car they started building it from the front and then just gave up when it came to the back end. They're like, we don't know what to do, just cut it off.
You
I
know,
don't
I
know if
had
the
one
Gremlin
of
was so
those.
bad as the damn Pacer, fishbowl.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nothing but all glass.
Yep. And the Pacer, the passenger door was 3 inches longer than the driver's door.
What?
Yep. That was allow for easier access into the
For the
back
back
seat.
seat.
Yeah, because they were all two doors.
See,
And
my
the
dad.
Pacer
Go on.
was designed to run a rotary engine, a Wankel style engine, like the Mazda rotaries and that. But GM was there's going to be a GM Wankel or rotary engine, and then GM dropped the idea. So the Pacer had no power plant for it, so they just went to their old stuff and put that in, squeezed it in.
See, I know when we were in Germany, my dad ordered a 1977 AMC AMX Hornet red
Mhm.
and had it shipped over to Germany. And then we had he had it in Germany. He took it on the Autobahn once or twice, and then we got shipped back to Canada. I think like 3 months later.
Mm-hmm.
We had to pay to have it shipped all the way back to Canada again.
The Hornet was a normal looking car that I remember.
It was two door hatchback.
Mm-hmm. But then they had, before the Hornet, around the same time as the Hornet, they had that thing called a Matador, and it 72, maybe 73, and it was just ridiculous looking. Ugliest thing I ever seen. If you ever saw one of the James Bond movies, I think it was with what's that guy used to be the Saint?
Roger Moore.
Roger
Roger
Moore.
Moore. Anyway, they had a Matador, and it turned into an airplane.
Oh yeah, that's with
Yeah,
Moore. He's in Louisiana. What was the name of that show?
but anyway, that car I just thought was one of the ugliest looking cars, no matter what brand.
Oh,
Oh, have you seen the brand new 2026 Rancheros?
mm,
No.
So I'm pretty sure it's either the Ranchero or the El Camino. No, it's not Camino. The 2026 El Camino. They're reintroducing the Caminos back out.
Hmm.
The only reason I thought Ranchero because it looks like a Camino, but it's my boss had a Ranchero. He keeps talking about it all the time. Oh, the Ranchero was the best vehicle I ever had. Why? Oh, because it drove like a car. You can throw shit in the back like a truck. I'm like, that's what an SUV is.
Mm-hmm. Well, like other people would say, oh, it didn't do either very well. Didn't car very good and didn't truck very good, you know? Didn't have much of a payload, and then you only had one person as a passenger. So
Larry says I used to have to help my dad wash his Honda Aspencade. Oh, Chris Gray says, Greg, would you ever put your emblems on your scooter? put your Goldwing emblems on your scooter.
yeah, I should.
ooh, now I'm getting somewhere.
I just take my Honda to the car wash, the wand wash, not the automatic.
Oh man. My dad hated taking his car to the auto wash with the big brushes
Mhm.
because it would screw his paint job. Scratch
They
all
have
the
these
paint.
touchless car washes, but they don't really get things all that clean.
No, they have to turn the PSI on the water jets down so it doesn't take off all your trim.
Hmm. It leaves like a scum still. Depends how dirty your car is, I guess. But
Okay, let's get out of that. Man, I can't spell with crap tonight.
CRAP. Not to be confused with CARP, which is a carp.
I work with a guy that moved to Canada because of carp. He was an Englishman, and in England, they they uh, they don't have many for fishing. What would you call it? Freshwater fishing.
Yep.
They don't have much for fish, and carp is one of their ones. But their carp are all protected, like is catch and release, and it's so bad that the carp have names. Like you catch this one, and you take a picture, and that's so and so carp, and that's so and so carp, and they're not like the carp we have here, which call them common carp or whatever, but they have what they call leather carp over there. So they're more like a catfish, with a skin and no scales, right? And there's so one's fish's name, one carp's name is Leather Heather, and it weighs so much, and you go and you weigh it with when you catch it, and you know whatever, and you pay. They have what they call pay lakes, where you stand around this pond and you get so many feet to stand and fish from that spot, and you spend all weekend, and you set up what they call a bivy, which is kind of a half of a pup tent and a cot, and then you put your line in, and your line has bells on your rod has a bell on the end of the line, and you spend the whole weekend there waiting for a bite. He says to getting a bite is even good. Never mind catching something, right? So anyway, what he would do, he would organize trips of fishing trips over to Canada to one of these. It's a little resort close to us here, and they would go carp fishing in this tributary creek to the that's known for it to have carp in it, and he'd get about four guys and charge them enough that they paid for his, you know, his coming over and his like his airfare and his lodging and everything. And he'd come over for a week or a week and a half, and then they'd fly back. And he did this for a number of years, and finally he moved to Canada just to fish carp. And you know, I'm there. Carp? Like we don't fish carp here. It's just you don't bother with it.
This is a giant goldfish.
Yeah. What they do here is shoot carp with a bow that has a reel on it and a string.
All right, now.
Well, it's like all the carp they got down in the states there that because they're an invasive species. That you drive your boat down the freaking river and they hit you in the face. There's so
Yeah.
many of them.
Texas has got a bounty on them now.
Yeah, there's no limit on them. You can catch as many as you want in a day. You can catch 1,000 a day if you want to.
No, they're paying you to catch them and get them out of the lake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
'Cause I know. Basically, like you can eat them, but they don't taste very good. But you can actually sell them to the dog food companies. I think it's down in Louisiana.
Yeah. Or you could Cajun woman cook
No,
them.
New Orleans, things like that.
Nolans.
New Orleans.
I think that's what they make gefilte fish from.
Overabundant. No, I'm not gonna do nothing on my phone. It's gonna screw up my internet because I'm on my hotspot. I know internet went down. This is part of the problem being on Eastlink. So our internet comes from freaking Nova Scotia. Figure that one out. Our internet is from Nova Scotia.
Wow.
Because there's no local internet here. There are some places with they didn't even run fiber to our house yet. Like it's funny because past our shop, so 33rd Avenue, on 133rd Avenue is where our shop is, and we're on the north side, and the south side of 133rd has fiber optic, but the north side doesn't. And then when you go to the county, and we're like 4 blocks from the county line to get into Claremont County, and Claremont County has fiber on all their phone lines and their internet and everything, but we don't have. Like there's 4 blocks in the entire city that doesn't have fiber. So we got Starlink at the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And even Starlink, I don't. It still hit Mess.
Well, looks like John's freezing up.
That's what it
Chris.
looks like. Hello, Chris Needland.
Yeah, that's slowing me down. I had to turn the comments off from the stage because they were slowing me down.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you if I put this on 480 as well, it'll be even better too. Camera 480.
Yeah, getting lumps in your internet.
Yeah. Yep, we are. I know it's well summertime, so everybody's starting to use all. It doesn't make sense. The summertime, everybody's home now. You think they would have all been home in the wintertime? There's a lot more flyers too. What was it? Yesterday. Yesterday, I was out in the backyard. I went to one of our other trucks to grab something. I was coming back in through the back shop door, and something caught my eye. I'm like, oh look, there's smoke over there. So I went out to the front of the shop. Hold on a second. Smoke from the back of the shop. There we go. So I've seen smoke at the back of the shop. Let me make myself big here if I can. I'm going to scroll myself off here. Okay, so here's the back of our shop. There's our line, and you see the smoke back over there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I've seen the smoke. I went through the shop to the front of the shop, and I'm like, yeah, that looks like a fire.
It sure does.
So then we're taking pictures for about maybe 5 minutes. Now you can see the smoke starting to get white there already, right? So you know the fire department just showed up as they're putting it out. Because technically it's only two blocks from the fire department, and then it's out. And it was weird because we didn't hear any sirens until after the fire was out, because they were coming from the second fire station.
Oh yeah.
But I had to dismantle this old sign laying in our front yard. Actually, it was 30 feet long, 8 feet wide, and about 2 feet deep. But it was full of freaking garbage: concrete fence posts, asphalt tiles, fucking dirt, somebody's axle. Pulled it out, cut it apart, took it down to the scrap yard, dropped it off.
I don't see any work
2.1 ton. 2.1 ton. One sign. Had to cut it in half, throw on the trailer. Pretty heavy sign, Sam. Oh, seen this really cool. Well, okay, it looked cool to us. It's a cool accident, right? So, going down, went down to the golf course, turned left to go down to Costco, and we were actually going to Costco to put up a sign at Costco. And traffic's all backed up. We're trying to figure out why. And I'm like, why is traffic all backed up? So I'm trying to ease myself out into the road because there's no traffic coming the other way. But then it turns out that there was traffic coming through. As we got up to where the accident was, found this truck. And it's like, what happened to that? Like something seriously sideswiped that, right? So turns out he was actually texting and driving.
Oh yeah.
And did not see this mat rig loader on the back of this deck. And most of his truck, you can see part of his truck are inside the track.
Mm.
Yeah. So he was texting and driving, crossed the line, and basically sideswiped down his whole truck inside the track of the vehicle, and then went into the ditch. Unbelievable, right?
Yep. Yeah, you can tell when people are texting and driving. They're wandering across the center line, and all of a sudden, real quick correction. You know, when they look up finally.
Hey, Chris, how's it going, buddy? You don't see any work being done? No, I don't think any work will get done.
Okay, I gotta quit looking at the juice.
This is like last week's show, or 2 weeks ago, where I gotta go eat again. I haven't been hungry. Have you been hungry lately, Greg?
No.
Me and her, same thing. We've just been in this. I'm not hungry. I'm not even hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry to eat meals.
Yeah.
Like I'll snack, but I won't have a full meal.
Chris got him a new puppy.
A new puppy. What kind of new puppy do you got, Chris?
Probably another schnauzer.
A wire hair?
Or a Shih Tzu.
No, it's a shit new.
My nice schnauzer.
My nice schnauzer.
I wonder how I knew he was a schnauzer.
When you start with one breed, you sort of stick to it. Like I can't see really switching from a schnauzer to a beagle, like or cause you wouldn't go from a schnauzer to a golden lab. Like I know my godmother, as long as I've known her since I was born, they've always had a schnauzer, and they always had a second one to replace the older one because they knew when it was going to go, right? So that they always got a newer one to make the older one happier before it left, because it was the same way. So it had an older one before it passed away too.
They
Guess the
seem
mini
like
schnauzer
they're
is better for
more
the camper.
calmer when they're more calm.
Yeah,
It
they are.
seems like when they're in a pair.
Is that what you want, Herb? Do you want some young buck hanging around the house with you before you pass on?
Nope.
You show them the ropes.
Trust me. 10 minutes
First
in
of
the
all,
door,
stay out of her way.
That's right.
Don't talk to her in the morning. Don't talk to her at night.
And for God's sakes, do not call her good morning beautiful. Holy moly. That'll start World War III.
Oh God.
Joe, you need glasses. I said, I damn sure do.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks, Herb, for hanging out with us.
No problem.
Greg, maybe next time we see you, you'll be doing something.
Yep. Maybe I'll be productive.
Maybe I'll go live tomorrow too. We never know. We'll see. I got work to do. So we'll be on tomorrow. We'll definitely be on tomorrow. There's a joke about a lady who shaved her schnauzer. Was told not to ride a bike. Okay, that's not a joke. There's a joke about a lady who shaved her schnauzer. Was told not to ride a bike.
Not a schnauzer, it's a swim.
All right, everybody. Take care. Have fun. But we'll be on tomorrow. I'm not sure when though. I'll figure that out when I get up in the morning. But if you're in the shop, Greg, we'll see you then. Chris, if
Yep.
you're in the shop tomorrow, doing whatever, we'll see you tomorrow. I did leave a message for Steve C as well. He got back to me. He says he's got to figure out what he's doing tonight. He's not sure how tonight's going to go play out. So I said, not a problem. We'll see you later then. But I sent out links to everybody else, so we'll see who's going to show up tomorrow as well. Maybe when the Start Tomorrow show. All right.
No.
Thanks
Right,
everybody for
John.
hanging out with us.
Wake up,
Thanks, thanks guys for being with us, and we'll talk to you guys all later.
already.
Bye.
Bye.